about jazz. Hello everybody, so the song I wrote today is called Swing for Spring. It is, as the name implies, a swinger, a jazz tune. And I think I plan on arranging it for a traditional jazz trio for a group that I play with called the Jazztronauts. It'll be one of our first originals, which is good. It's normally when I do these types of things, I end up making like a hip hop song or like something slightly more electronic. But today I was working on an original arrangement of Shiny Stockings on Oregon, and I was playing bass with my feet, and I was playing just these like massive block chords with my hands, and I really wanted to like encapsulate that like big sound feeling. And I just love that like old school big block chord sound. And I wanted to use that today, so that's kind of based what it's loosely based off of Shiny Stockings. It's a 10-bar form for the actual like melody of the song, and then for the solo section it's an 8-bar form. So it's interesting, very different. But I do very much I very much enjoy making this type of music. This is the type of music that I usually make anyway. I mostly do jazz and funk, but on this I try and stray away from that just to expand my horizons. But I enjoyed making this song, and I hope you enjoy it. This is Swinging for Spring, and I will see you in the live session. Alright, so this is the live session for it. It's super simple compared to a lot of my other tracks, but if you'll notice, it is more, well, the song in itself is more of a like traditional jazz kind of vibe. So when we go to the opening, we'll start with the opening. We have this B flat pedal in the bass, and then we have like a sus 9 chord. So I'm playing, a sus chord, and then it has the 6 in it, or the 13. So I have B flat in the bass, and then I have I think of it as an A flat major 7, and then all I'm doing is I'm lowering the 13th down to the 5th, so then it just kind of creates this like harmonic movement to it. So then after that, we're kind of thinking of that as the 5, so then it's the 5, and then down to the 1, and then to the turnaround. So all that together sounds like this. The drums is just keeping a standard swing beat on the hi-hat, and then the bass is just pretty much doubling the piano left hand. So then we have the piano melody, which sounds like this. So I said it was based off of Shiny Stockings. Shiny Stockings is so it's very loosely based off of that. I did make a solo arrangement version of Shiny Stockings, so it was very fresh in my mind when I made the song. But very big block chords, lower the C to a B and kind of make it an A flat minor chord instead of the B flat sus. So we're thinking, whoops, and now we're thinking A flat minor, and then the next part, it goes, so then it's just C minor 7, but then the bass motion is going down to a B flat, but the upper harmony is going up, so it kind of creates this counter motion of the melody, and then the F minor 7. Then it goes to B flat as the 2-5-1, back down to the turnaround to restart it. So that's the whole melody. To hear that with the drums are just doing, you know, standard comping and swing. I need to get an actual drum kit at some point because I suck at MIDI drumming. And bass. I should probably talk about the bass for a second. So I just recorded left-hand bass on this one, but I made this really cool bass sound, which kind of sounds a lot more acoustic, like upright than. It kind of has a lot more sustain to it, but basically, this original sample sounds nothing like an acoustic. It's just more of like a dry, or not dry, but like a very sustained. Oops. A very sustained kind of thing. How do I expand this again? I don't know, man. No. Oh, there we go. So I have this reverb here. I added reverb to it to add that kind of spaciness of the bass. I probably should have turned that down in the final mix, but you know, it's already been posted. It's okay. EQ, I just rolled all of the high end off, so there was a lot of high end to this bass, so it's very synthy. But once you roll all of that off, you kind of just get that low like thump. So it is very much you know, like very very thumpy, and you don't get as many of the overtones that you would get on a standard bass. But I still think it sounds a lot closer than you know the. You know, if somebody came up to me and was like, my acoustic bass sounds like this, I'd be like, there's something wrong with your upright. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The melody is a 10-bar form, which is really bizarre. And then the solo section is just over the pedal again. Oops. Not playing that on the bass. That's just over the pedal. And then the only other thing that I did with automation was I slowed down the ending, just to kind of do like one of those, I don't know, standard jazz endings. And all little drum things. Skidabum. So that's pretty much the song. Super simple jazz stuff. You know, I'm a jazz man, and I know on this like channel and on a lot of my SoundCloud, very little of it is actually jazz. You know, a lot of it is based off of hip hop or like just weird music or like, I don't know, kick-ass synth, I guess. So you know, it's more of what I do like regularly. I hate that word. More what I do on a normal basis, just outside of being online and posting to my SoundCloud. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And check out my SoundCloud at RadKeysman. Also be sure to check out my Instagram at RadKeysman, where I post more like jazz and funk related stuff, as well as some organ things. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.